The American Revolution stands as a pivotal moment in the annals of history, marking the birth of a nation founded on the principles of liberty, democracy, and self-governance. From the seeds of dissent sown in colonial discontent to the resounding echoes of freedom that reverberated across continents, the revolution reshaped the geopolitical landscape and ignited the flames of independence. This video delves deep into the multifaceted tapestry of the American Revolution, unraveling its causes, key events, prominent figures, and enduring legacy. The roots of the American Revolution trace back to the simmering discontent among the American colonies towards British colonial rule. Despite being situated thousands of miles away from the seat of power in London, the colonists found themselves subject to a series of restrictive measures imposed by the British Parliament. The Stamp Act of 1765, which levied taxes on various printed materials, sparked widespread protests and fueled sentiments of resentment and defiance. The flames of dissent continued to intensify with the imposition of subsequent acts such as the Townshend Acts and the Tea Act, which further encroached upon the colonists' economic and political freedoms. The rallying cry of "No taxation without representation" encapsulated the colonists' demand for a voice in the legislative decisions that directly impacted their lives. However, the British Crown remained obstinate, viewing the colonies as subjects to be governed rather than partners in governance. The tipping point came on a fateful day in April 1775, when the first shots of the American Revolution were fired at the battles of Lexington and Concord. What began as skirmishes between colonial militia and British forces swiftly escalated into open conflict as the flames of rebellion spread throughout the colonies. The Second Continental Congress convened in Philadelphia, assuming the mantle of leadership in the struggle for independence. At the helm of the revolutionary cause stood visionary leaders such as George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Benjamin Franklin, who galvanized support for the nascent nation and articulated the principles of liberty and equality. The issuance of the Declaration of Independence on July 4, 1776, immortalized these principles in a historic document that proclaimed the colonies' separation from British rule and asserted their inherent rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The American Revolution unfolded as a protracted and arduous conflict, characterized by a series of military engagements that tested the resolve and resilience of both sides. From the iconic battles of Bunker Hill and Saratoga to the winter encampment at Valley Forge, the revolutionaries faced formidable challenges on the battlefield and endured untold hardships in their quest for freedom. The pivotal role of foreign allies, most notably France, proved instrumental in tilting the scales of war in favor of the American cause. The decisive victory at the Battle of Yorktown in 1781, where British General Cornwallis surrendered his forces to the combined American and French armies, marked the beginning of the end for British dominion in America. On September 3, 1783, the Treaty of Paris formally ended the hostilities between Great Britain and the United States, recognizing the latter as an independent and sovereign nation. The American Revolution had achieved its primary objective, securing the liberty and autonomy of the fledgling republic. The adoption of the United States Constitution in 1787 established the framework for a federal system of government, enshrining the principles of democracy and the rule of law. The legacy of the American Revolution reverberated far beyond the borders of the newly formed nation, inspiring waves of democratic movements and revolutions around the globe. Its ideals of liberty, equality, and self-determination served as a beacon of hope for oppressed peoples seeking to throw off the shackles of tyranny and chart their own destinies. The American Revolution stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit of human aspiration and the enduring quest for freedom. It was a revolution not only of arms, but of ideas, fueled by the conviction that the rights of individuals are sacrosanct and that governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed. As we reflect on this watershed moment in history, let us reaffirm our commitment to the timeless principles that animated the revolutionaries of yore and continue to inspire generations yet unborn. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating exploration of the American Revolution. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.